Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the second day of the playoff of the Norwegian Elite Series. It is a beautiful day here in Kristiansand. The game is about to start. Batting with number 10, Bruno. Pitching is Marius for the Trondheim team. This is the first pitch. A little bit low and outside. First ball. One ball, no strikes. Here's Marius getting ready. Here is a pitch. A little bit low, second ball. The count for the batter is 2-1. 2-0, I'm sorry. Two balls, no strikes. Here's a pitcher. That's a strike right in the middle. Fastball in the middle. The count for the batter is 2-1. The defense is playing normal, no shift. Here's a pitcher. Here's a ball. Swing and a miss. That's two balls and two strikes. We have, as the umpires on the home plate, we have Carr. On first base, we have Brian. On third base, we have Tony. Here's a pitch. Swing, ground ball to shortstop. The shortstop grab the ball, throw to first. It's safe. That's an infield hit for Bruno. Now, at bat, it is Zach Alcrom with number 5. There's a runner on first, no outs. Now he's batting Zach, who is the pitcher today. He's a runner, still in second base. He's safe on second base. Runner in scoring position. That's the first runner in scoring position for the game today. Here is the pitcher. Looking at second. He's throw to home plate. A little bit high and outside. That's second ball. The count for Zach is 2 balls, no strikes. On deck we have Daniel Agun. Here's a pitcher. He's set. He's coming to the home plate. Here's a ball down. Advancing Bruno to third base. There was no throw from the catcher to third base. Runner on third. He's now closer. That can be the first run scored by the Bergen Sox team. 4 ball. That's a walk for Zach. Now batting Daniel Agun, third base. We have runners at the corners. The team is attacking. The Bergen Sox are trying to get on the scoreboard. That's a serve pitch. It's a strike in the inside of the plate. 1 strike, no balls. Marius trying to get control of the game. He has some danger right now with runners at the corner. Looking on the first base runner. The runner goes to second. The throw is to third base. He's over the head of the third base. That's an error from the catcher. Bruno is scoring. And Zach, who tried to steal second base after the bad throw, has reached third base. So 1 run score, 1 runner on third, no outs. Still batting Daniel. He's a pitcher. Marius looking at the sign. He's a pitch, a little bit outside. That's the second ball of the at-bat. Daniel have 2 balls, 1 strike. Marius looking at the sign of the pitcher. He's set. Throw to the home plate. A little bit low. That's third ball of the at-bat. 3-1. Bergen Sox are winning 1-0 so far. We have a runner on third. Here is Marius getting ready. Throw to the home plate. That's fall number 4. So far, we have now at bat Mitch playing shortstop for the Red Sox on today's game. Mitch had a great day yesterday. He went over the fence on one of the at bats. So let's see what he's able to do on today's game. Throw back to the first, trying to pick up the runner, safe on first base. Daniel leading off on first base. We have Mitch, batting fourth in the lineup, playing shortstop for the Red Sox. The game is 1-0. We have no outs. Marius checking on the runner on first, trying to throw to first. He's safe on first base. On deck, we have Matias. It's a lefty hitter. Marius, get ready. Throws to the home plate. He's inside and down. That's for the first ball of the at-bat. Still runners on first and third. The game is 1-0. No outs. Top of the first inning. Marius gets set. Here is a pitch. It's another ball. The catcher dropped the ball, but there is no throw to second base. So Daniel has reached second base with a stolen base. Two balls, no strikes for Mitch. Here's a pitch. Throw to the home plate. Another ball. 3-0. Marius seems to be struggling a little bit with the control of his pitches. He just probably need to relax and just try to, just throw the ball on the strike zone, not to put too much pressure on the ball. Here is a pitch. A little bit high. Ball number 4. Now we have bases loaded.
Now batting number 51, Matthias Koppensteiner.
Now batting Matthias Kompensteiner, playing today center field with the bases loaded. Attacking the Red Sox. Is a pitch inside for the first ball. Matthias, a lefty, getting ready. Marius, throw the home to the home plate. A little bit outside. That's ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Marius just trying to get back to the game. He's just trying to get relaxed. I'm looking for taking control of the game. Here is Marius. Throw to the home plate. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. We have no outs. The bases are loaded. We have scored 1 run so far for the Bergen Red Sox. Here is Marius. Throw to the home plate. Swing. Foul ball. Now the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. We have Matias trying to help the team to increase the lead that they just early took. Here is Marius looking at the home plate, the catcher side. Here, throw to the home plate. Here we go, strike 3. That's for the first out. That was a fastball in the inside of the plate that was called by the umpire. Now, at bat, it is Bing Wong playing first base on today's game. There is one out. Infield, shortstop and second base playing for double play around short second base, and we have the first and third baseman. They are playing a little bit shallow, looking for a double play, through the home plate. Here is a pitch, a little bit low. That's one ball, no strikes. That was a close pitch, I think. It could have been gone either way. So Marius, get ready. Throw the ball to the home plate. That's a little bit wild. They're just lucky, the catcher, that he got the ball back because it bounced right at the concrete, wall that is on the back of the field. So he got it back quick. So no runners could advance. We have two balls, no strikes, one out. Here is Marius getting ready. Here is a pitch. Outside for ball number 3. Now the catcher has called time. He just want to have a chat with the pitcher as well as the infielders. Just, I guess, trying to calm him down so he can get back on track and trying to get out of these issues that he's having right now with the control. We have 1-0 with 3 balls, no strikes for being one, the first baseman for today's game for the Red Sox. He's getting ready. Here we go. The pitcher Marius. He's gonna throw into the home plate. A little bit low. That's ball number 4. Fara for being one. Now he's scoring a run. It's a 4th run for sack. That's run number 2. Now batting, we have Victor playing left field. Here is Marius going to the home plate. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. That's a good way of basically starting the new at bat for Victor. Marius trying to get back and get out of this hole that he's right now. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here is a pitch. A little bit, oh, that's 2 strike. Here, the throw to third. The umpire called it safe. That was a close play. Good play or good thinking from the catcher, just to trying to pick off the runner on third base. No balls, 2 strikes. Marius trying to look for his first strikeout of the game. Actually, the second is a pitch. Outside. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes for Victor. On deck we have Dustin, who is the DH for today's game. Here we go, Mario. We have 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looking at the sign of the catcher. Here is a pitch. Ground ball to second base. Oh, it's a miscue from the second baseman. Throw to first. He's safe. Another run that has been scored by the Red Sox. We have now 3-0 on a ground ball that looked like could be like a routine double play for the Red Sox, or for actually Trondheim, and in the inning, ended up being an error for the second baseman. And we have now 3-0, and we have at bat Dustin, who is DHing today. 9 drive to the center field. That's a single throw to the home plate, cut by the cutoff man, and scored 2 runs. Nice line drive for Dustin.
Now batting, number 0, Andy Tvet.
2 RBIs for Dustin. And now there is a pitching change. Here we have to see the replay where he hit the line drive to center field. Oh no, there was not a pitching change. This is the first visit for the head coach of the Trondheim team. We have Dustin. Now at bat, we have Andreas. Everybody call him Andy, who is playing catcher. He's our catcher of today's game. We have runner on first and second, one out. Here is a pitcher from Marius, a little bit low and outside. That's the first ball. One ball, no strikes for Andy. We have one out. Score is 5-0. Here's a pitch. Ground ball that is cut by Marius, throwing to first, out in first. The play is for one out, number 1-3. So that's second out from pitcher to first baseman. The runners advanced to third and second. We have Bruno having a second at bat on this inning. He's the one who started the game. On his first at bat, he hit a infield hit. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss for the first strike. Come on. Here is Marius looking at the home plate. Line drive, ground ball close to the third baseline. That was a close call, foul ball. He has 0-2. That's the count for Bruno, who is batting for the second time in this inning. Marius looks that he has found the strike zone lately on these last at-bats, trying to get out of this inning, running on second and third with two outs. No balls, two strikes. Here is Marius. Throw to the home plate. It's a defensive swing from Bruno. Just hitting the ball foul. It's a foul ball. Still the count. No balls, two strikes, two outs. We have on second Dustin, and we have on third base. Oh, line drive, foul ball to the left field. Still the count is 0-2. No balls, two strikes. Here it is, Marius. Oh, the umpire says call for play. Here we go. The pitch, ground ball to shortstop. The shortstop is attacking the ball. Needs to be quick because Bruno is quick. Oh, he didn't throw to first. Throwing out. Oh, he caught the guy. He's throwing to third. They got Dustin out. That's the end of the innings, with a summary of 6 runs for the White Sox. Now it is time with a 6 hits. And now it's time for the Trondheim team to get ready for the first at bat. We are back. Zach on the mound. No balls, one strike. We have a runner on second. That's Hakon. Batting is Ben. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Back to the stands. Now we have one ball, two strikes. Here is Zach getting ready. Here is to the home plate. Wood hit to the right field. The ball drops. He's running to second base. It's going to be a double. The runner from second is scoring. So that's a double to the right field with one RBI, putting the Trondheim team on the scoreboard. Hakon scoring from second base. Now we have Bendik. Bendik, who is playing first base, is now at bat. We have no outs, runner on second. Zach checking on the second base runner. The runner on second. Here's the throw. Strike one. It's a fastball right in the inside of the plate. No balls, one strike. The score is 6-1 with the Red Sox leading. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. That's no balls, two strikes for the batter Bendik Johansen. Here is Zach checking on the second runner. Runner on second, throw to the home plate. It's a little bit wild. And runner advanced to third base. Now the runner is on third. That's officially a wild pitch from Zach. Now the runner is closer. It's only 90 feet from the home plate. Here is the pitcher. Looking at the third base runner. Throw to first. That's a foul ball. Foul ball to the back. That's one ball, two strikes. The Trondheim team already scored a run. They have a runner on third. Zach getting ready. Throw to the home plate. It's a curveball that goes a little bit low and low. Throw to the home plate is safe. That's another wild pitch from Zach, allowing the runner from third to score. Now we have Bendik. Now we have the score 6-2. Still trailing the Trondheim team. We have no outs in the bottom of the first. Here is Zach to the home plate. That's a pop-up to the shortstop who called it Mish under the ball, and he caught it for the first out. Fly out. Now at bat. Next one is Martin Allinson, who is our second base on today's game. Here is Zach. Throw to the home plate. A little bit high for ball number one. We have one ball, no strikes for Martin. Here is a pitch for Zach. Swing and a miss for the first strike. One ball, one strike. Zach is looking at the sign. He's executing, throwing to home. That's high for ball number two. 2 balls, 1 strike. Zach trying to speed up the game. He doesn't take too much time between pitches. Throwing to the home plate. Ground ball to third base. And the bubble with the ball. Throwing to home first base. Still time to recover. And that's an out. Good recovery for Andy. Playing on the third base. Here is it. Now that's out number 1. We have Alexander Wermers playing in the left field. Here is a pitch from Zach. Ball that hits on the home plate first. That's the first ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Here is sack. Throw to the home plate. Foul ball. 0-2. No balls. 1 ball, 2 strike. I'm sorry, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's the account. That's the count for the hitter. Here is sack. Throws to the home plate. A little bit high. That's ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Alexander, who is playing today in the left field, in his first at bat of the day. Here is a pitch. It's too high. That's ball number 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Here's a pitch from sack. Outside. That's ball number 4. With 2 outs now, the Trondheim has put another runner in the base. He's on first base. Now we have Buddy Marius Hein, who is the pitcher for Trondheim. Here is a pitch from sack. 1 ball. It's a little bit high. Trying to get back on track, sack. Here's sack. Throw to the home plate for the first strike. 1 ball, 1 strike for the batter Marius. Here is sack. Getting ready. Checking for the runner. Trying to pick off. Throw to first. Safe. Alexander went back to first. He's safe on first. We have 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sack. Trying to get out of the inning. Here is getting ready. He's set. Throws to the home plate. That's high for the second ball of the at-bat. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Running on first. We have gained 6-2. Bottom of the first. Sack's trying to get out of this inning. Here is a pitch. Swing and a miss. That's the second strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Marius Hang. Here is sack. Goes to the home plate. That's strike 3. Call out. That's the 3rd out of the inning. That is ending with 2 runs. Now the score is 6-2. Bottom of the first is basically the first inning is over. We have 6 hits for the Red Sox, 5 hits for the Trondheim. We'll be back in a few minutes. Here way back. Here at Christensen, Donestad Stadium. Top of the second. The Red Sox leading 6-2 Trondheim. At bat, Zach playing as a pitcher today. Here is Marius. Throw to the home plate. That's the first ball. 1 ball, no strikes for Zach. In his first at bat on the first inning, he walked, stole a base, and ended up scoring a run. Here's a pitch for Marius. Swing, ball out of the foul line towards the left. That's 1 ball, 1 strikes for Zach. Here. Marius getting ready for the pitch. Here is a pitch. A little bit high. That's second ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Zach. He's ready. Here is Marius. Throw to the home plate. Ground ball to the pitcher. Well cut by Marius, who threw to first for the first out. 1 out in the inning. And that's a good way of starting an inning with the first batter out. We have 1 out. Now at bat, Daniel, who is our third baseman for the Bergen Red Sox team. Here's a pitch. Swing, the ball goes out to the stands. We have no balls, 1 strike. We have no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Marius is looking at the sign of the catcher. He's getting ready. Here is a pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. Shortstop catching the ball, throwing to first. That's second out. First, we have Daniel with a ground ball to shortstop. Marius looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Looking better on this inning so far. You know, he has 2 outs already on the board. Now batting Mish. Here is a pitch from Zach. Swing and a miss for the first strike. Mitch, on his first at bat, he had a walk. He's 0 for 0 in the game. Here is a pitch. That's a curveball. A ground ball to shortstop. Shortstop get the ball. Throwing to first. Oh, that's the ball gets out of the first base. Throwing to second. And he's out on second base. That's the third out of the inning. So, inning is over. With no runs, no hits. 1, 2, 3 for Marius. In 1.5 innings, we have the Red Sox leading the Hellhounds 6-2. We'll be back in a few minutes. Here we are back at Donestad Stadium, bottom of the second. We're gonna have Nicole Fett, third base, batting right now. Here's a pitch from Zach. Strike 1, right in the middle. Oh. looking at the sign. Here we go, sack. Outside for ball number 1. We have 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul ball. We have 1 ball, 2 strikes for Nicole Fett, who is playing third base for the Trondheim team. On deck we have Sonny Paruta. Here is ground ball between second and short. Shortstop Bruno get the ball, throwing to 1 first for the first out. For the 4-3, the first out of the inning.
Number 17,
Sonny Paruta, which is the catcher for the Trondheim, he's now at the batting box. Here is Zach, getting ready. Throw to the home plate, line drive. That's just foul ball on the left side of the field. That was a well hit ball by Sonny Paruta. Here is Zach. Throw to the home plate, a breaking ball, but he just touches in front of the home plate for ball number 1. We have 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here is Zach. Throwing to the home plate. That's ball number 2. A little bit low. Here is Sonny. Here's a pitch from Zach. Ground ball, foul ball to third base. We have 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sonny, who is looking to get on base, trying to get something going for the Trondheim team. Here is Zach. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Ground ball to third base. Caught by Andy. Throwing to first. That's the second out. Good fielding from Andy and better throw to first to get the second out. And now we have batting Torger, which is our shortstop for the Trondheim team. Foul ball. Here is a pitch from Zach. Breaking ball in the inside, high inside. That's 1 ball, 1 strike for Torger. Theo on his first at bat, swing and a miss. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes for the batter. Here is Zach, trying to end the inning with a 1-2-3. Here is a pitch, a little bit high. That's ball number 2. Zach considered that the ball was close enough, but the umpire called it ball. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Ending the inning 1-2-3. Here at Donestad Stadium, after 2 innings, we have the Red Sox Bergen leading 6-2 to the Hellhound Trondheim. We'll be back in a few minutes with the beginning of the 3rd inning. back at Donestad Stadium, top of the third. Marius still on the mound, with again 6-2 the White Sox leading. At bat, we have Matias. Here's a pitch, foul ball towards the first base. No balls, one strike. Matias, who was struck out looking on the first at bat, the first inning, he is looking for getting on base on his second at bat. Here is Marius. Throw to the home plate. Line drive to the second base. He cut the ball for out number one. Nice line drive from Matias and well played by our second baseman, Martin Allinson. That's one out. Now we have Bing Wong up next. Here is Marius. Here's a pitch. That's a foul ball for Bing Wong. No balls, one strike for Bing Wong, who is the second hitter of the inning. Here is Marius. Get ready. Throw through the home plate. Ground ball to first base. Who had a bad hop. The ball goes by. And Bing Wong reached first base. The official score it is for that play is an error. Error for the first baseman. Now we have Victor coming to the home plate. Marius, get ready. Look at the sign. Throw to the home plate. A little bit low. For ball number one. Runner on first. Being one. Here is Marius. Throw to the home plate. Another ball. He needs to try to stay focused and, don't get those miscues, affect his game. He just needs to guide to get track. Looking for getting out of this trouble. Throwing to the home plate. Outside. That's the third ball. Now the batter has 3 balls. 3 and out. We have 1 out. Runner on first. Top of the third inning. Here is Marius. Getting ready. Throw to the home plate. For strike number 1. Right in the middle. 3 balls, 1 strike. For Victor. Dapigness. Victor. Here is a pitch. Fly pop out. Great effort from Marius, who couldn't catch the ball. He dropped the ball. Oh, there is gonna be a meeting between the umpires to decide whether or not there was a potential interference in the play. Great effort from Marius, who almost cut the ball. There is Lexi. Victor was right over the running line. Let's see what the umpires are going to decide, because when the pitcher was going to throw the ball, show the pitcher. Could you show the camera of the pitcher? Yeah. Stay on the pitcher. Keep going. Show Lexi, that the play, the batter was okay. There was no interference from the runner. So now we have a runner on first and second, and that is the official scoring on that play. It's an infield hit. It's a really good effort from Marius to catch that ball. We have now runners on first and seconds. Here's a pitch. the batter Dustin got hit by pitch. So now it's a little bit of trouble for Marius, who has one out,
Now
bases
batting,
loaded.
number 0, Andy Tvet.
We have bases loaded. We have Bing Wong running on third, Victor the Bigness running on second, and we have Dustin running on first base. We have one out. Infield playing for double play, except first and third, who is playing for double play at the home plate. Here's Andy, catcher for the Red Sox. Here's a pitch from Marius, strike one. No balls, one strikes, one out. Marius trying to get out of this trouble that he is in the top of the third inning. Here is Marius. Throw to the home plate. That's ball number one. Just went by the catcher, but not far enough for the third baseman runner to advance to the home plate. The outfield is playing normal. Here at the top of the third inning, we have bases loaded. Marius getting ready. Throwing to the home plate. Swing and a miss for second strike. We have one ball, two strikes, one out. Andy, who on his first at bat hit a ground ball to pitcher. Throw it back to first, and he's out on first base. Well played by the Trondheim team. Dustin, unfortunately, he was not aware that the first baseman was running behind him to pick him off. Here is Marius. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss for the third strike. Third out, and he got out of the trouble. No runs allowed for Marius. Way to come back and not allowing any runs. This is the end of the top of the third inning with no runs. The score stays 6-2. West Sox ahead of the game. We'll come back in a few minutes for the bottom of the third. We have sack. 1 ball, no strikes. Getting ready. Throwing to the home plate. That's a foul ball to the back of the net for 1 ball, 1 strikes. We have 2 outs at the bottom of the third. Still the score 6-2. White Sox ahead of the game. Here is Sack throwing to the home plate, high and outside. We have 2 balls, 1 strike. Here is a pitch. In the outside corner for 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here is a pitcher. Throwing to the home plate. Ground ball to first base. That's the second base, Bruno, who cut the ball. Throwing to Sack, who entered to cover the base. And that's the third out. Well played by Sack. Just helping on the coverage of the first base. And this is the third out of the inning. For the musical way, 1, 2, 3. The inning is over with no runs, no hits, 1K. And this is after 3 innings. We have the White Sox leading 6-2 to the Trondheim Hellhounds. We'll be back in a few minutes for the beginning of the top of the third. For the beginning of the 4th inning.
Up next, number 10.
We are back at with Trondheim still, with Marius still on the mound for Trondheim. We have Bruno leading off this 4th inning, top of the 4th. The first pitch for Marius was ball. That's a little bit inside, behind the back of Bruno. He was able to dodge the ball. That's second ball, 2 balls, no strikes. This is the third at bat for Bruno, who has been 2 for 2 on today's game so far. Infield hit, 2 infield hits. Here's a pitch as Marius. Throw to the home plate. In the inside ball, the inside of the plate, that's a strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. For Bruno, who is the second baseman for the White Sox. Here is Marius. Throws to the home plate, a little bit low. That's ball number 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bruno trying to reach base for the 3rd time in today's game. Here it is Marius getting ready, looking at the home. Is a little bit high. That's ball number 4 for Bruno, who has been able to reach base safely 3 times during the game. Now batting is Sack, who is the Bergen's pitcher on today's game. Marius looking at Bruno, going back to first. He's safe. Bruno looked like he was ready to try to steal the ball, steal the base. Here is Sack batting. Marius looking at Bruno. Bruno goes to second. It's a ball. No throw to second. That's stolen base by Bruno. Runner on second with no outs. Here at the top of the fourth inning. Runner in scoring position. Here it is Marius. He's not looking at the runner on second. The runner on second took off. Throw to third. The play is safe on third. That's the second stolen base in this inning by Bruno. He has stolen already 3 bases in the game. Runner on third with no outs. 2 balls, no strikes for sack. Here is Marius. Throw to the home plate. Line drives to shortstop. Who cut the ball? Well played by Trondheim shortstop Torger for the first out. We have now 1 out. Runner on third. And batting we have Daniel. Here is Marius. He's set. Throw to the home. That's a ball. Number 1. The catcher lost the ball, but the runner couldn't advance. So line out. Daniel, on his first at bat, he had a walk. On his second at bat, he had a ground ball out to shortstop. So he is 1 for 0 on today's game. Here is a pitch. Ground ball, foul. That's 1 ball, 1 strike. So he has 1 walk and 1 ground ball out to short on the second inning. 0 for 1. This is the third at bat for Daniel. Trying to put his team on the score one more time with the runner on third. Here's a pitch. The ball gets behind the catcher. The catchers go back really quick to get the ball, and the runner didn't advance. Still runner on third. We have 1 out. We have now 2 balls, 1 strikes for Andy. For Daniel, I'm sorry. Daniel Lagoon hitting third in the lineup. That's ball. Throw to third. He's safe. Really active Bruno as a runner. Now the count is 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. We have 1 out. Marius trying to take control of the inning. He's looking at the home plate catcher. Here's a pitch. Outside. That's ball number 4. That's the second walk of the game for Daniel. Now with the runners at the corner, we have Mitch on the home plate. We have a time, and now we have the head coach of the Trondheim team. He's visiting. He has a mound visit, just trying to talk about the strategy and how to approach the next hitter. We have runners at the corner. We have 1 out. Marius trying to keep the White Sox away from scoring a run in this inning. They are already losing by 4 in the top of the 4th inning. That's the first mound visit for this inning. We don't see anybody warming up at the bullpen. So they're going to try to ride out with Marius as long as they can. Remember that the team had to use a bunch of pitchers in yesterday's game versus the Christiansen Sons. Here is a pitch from Marius, swing and a miss. The runner just stole second base. We have now runners on second and third with 1 out, and they just decided to intentionally walk Mish.
Now batting number 51.
Now we have Mish. Matthias. Mish has just reached first base. We have bases loaded. And now we have Matthias, who is 0 for 2 in the game. Here's a pitch from Marius. Strike one. Call. So Matthias trying to get his first hit of the game. Here is Marius throwing to home plate. Breaking ball. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. 0 and 2. First baseman and third baseman trying to play double play with the home plate, and second and short around second. Here is a pitch from Marius. Foul ball. 0 and 2. Still the count. 0 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the fourth. Bergen trying to score more runs. Marius trying to get out of this trouble. He's set. Go to the home plate. Swing, foul ball. 0 and 2. Marius has already thrown 4 pitches versus Matthias, who is battling this at bat. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it is, Marius getting ready, going to the home plate. Foul ball. Foul ball number 3. The score is still the same. We have 6-2. The White Sox ahead. On the top of the fourth, Marius looking at the home plate. Here is a pitch. High, well stopped by the catcher. We have 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bruno running on third, Andy on second, and Mish on first. Bases loaded, and Matthias at the home plate. Here is Marius. Throw the hole. That's another breaking ball, foul to the back of the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here is Marius, looking for the sign. Getting set. Here is to the home plate. The ball just hit the batter, and that's hit by pitch. Fourth run for the Bergen White Sox, who is now leading 7-2. The ball just hit on the right foot of Matthias.
Ground ball, right back to Sonny.
Now at bat is being won first base. Marius trying to get out of this trouble. That's pitch, swing, foul ball towards the left field side. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Still bases loaded. Now we have no balls, 1 strikes. Marius getting ready. Throw to the home plate. Outside. Ball number 1. We have Andy running on third, Mitch on second, and we have Matthias on first base. 1 ball, 1 strikes. For being won. Marius getting ready. Throws to the home plate. Oh, inside. Almost hit the batter. The ball went to the back, but runners couldn't advance. We have 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded, 1 out, 2 balls, 1 strike. Score 7-2. The White Sox are ahead. Here is a pitch from Marius. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marius, here is a pitch. Outside. Now we have full count. For the batter, here is Marius. Throw to the home plate. That's high. Ball number 4. Forcing another run.
Number 3, Victor.
2-0.
What's that?
Castillinga. What's the score?
8-2.
Time.
Now the head coach called for another timeout. That's the second visit of the inning. So there is going to be a pitching change. We're going to be back in few minutes. After a little bit high. That was close, but ball number 3. Full count. Bases loaded. 1 out. Alexander, get ready. Goes to the home plate. Foul ball for Victor. Score is 8-2 on the top of the 4th. Getting ready, Alexander. trying to get out of this trouble. He's looking at the catcher sign. Getting ready. Here is a pitch. Strike 3. Call for out number 2. Now at bat we have Dustin. Dustin, he is 1 for 1 with a line drive single on the first inning to the center field, 2 RBIs, and he had a hit by pitch on his last at bat on the third inning. We have Alexander looking at the catcher's sign. Here is a pitch. Swing and a miss. That's 1 ball, 1 strike. Alexander. Here is a pitch. Strike 2. Call for Dustin. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Alexander's looking to end this inning. Here is a pitch from Alexander. Line drive to the right field. That's a single. 1 run score. The other one is coming to the home plate. 2 runs score. And the runner from first advancing to third. He's being a clutch hitter in this game. Dustin with the second single of the game and 4 RBIs. Now the game is 10-2. Now we have 10-2, and at the home plate is Andy, playing catcher for the Red Sox. We have 2 outs. Here is a pitch from Alexander. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. Running on first we have Dustin. Running on third we have Bing Wong. Here's a pitch from Alexander. Ground ball to first base. Foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. That was a close ball towards the first base. The fielders, the guys on the defense are playing normal. We have 2 outs, no balls, 2 strikes. Here is Alexander throwing to the home plate. Strike 3 call. Nice relief from Alexander, who finished with a couple of strikeouts. Here's the end of the inning with a summary of 4 runs scored by the Red Sox. After 3.5 innings here at Donestad Stadium, the score is 10-2. West Sox are leading. We'll come back in a few minutes for the bottom of the 4th. We are Matis Fukushi. That's second ball. He has 2 balls, no strikes. Matis
Gaps all over the outfield for you, Matisse.
Here is a pitch sack. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's to the home plate. Ball outside. Full count. Inside. That's ball number 4.
Now batting. 25. Martin. Estros. Allison.
Sack. That's the second walk of the game for Sack. Here is a pitch. Foul ball. That's no balls, 1 strike for Martin Allinson, who in his first at bat in the first inning, he hit a ground ball to third base, Andy. He's 0 for 1. Here's a pitch from Sack. Throwing to first, he's safe on first base. No balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th. Runner on first. Here is Sack. Oh, time from the batter. No balls, 1 strike. Martin Allison is hitting. We have Matis Fukuchi running on first. Here is Sack. Looking at the sign. Throwing to the home plate. Foul ball. That's second strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Here at the bottom of the 4th. No outs. Runner on first. Here is a pitch. Ball. Outside. We have 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs. Sack. He's set. Going to the home plate. Outside and high. That's ball number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Martin Allinson. Trying to keep this going. We have 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Inside. He dodged the ball. That's ball number 3. Full count. The runners from first advance to seconds. Now we have no outs. Runner on second. Runner in scoring position. With the score 10-2. Martin still at the home plate. Trying to put the thing in the score. Board. That's a foul ball. The ball hit the foot of the batter, so that's a foul ball. Now the runner is gonna get back to second. We just want to remember that after this game is gonna be the championship game, played between the Bollerenga and the Christensen Sons. Full count for Martin. Here is Sack. He's set. Looking at the runner on second. Throws to the home plate. Swing and a miss. The ball touches the ground. He's throwing to first, and the first baseman caught the ball for the first out. Runner is able to advance to third base. That's the first out of the inning. Strike on the third strike drop ball. He's out from catcher to pitch to first base. And now at bat we have Marius. Here is a pitch from Zach. Strike call. This is strike number 1. We have Marius. In his first at bat, he got struck out looking. Here is a high. 1 ball, 1 strikes for Marius, who is now playing second base. Here is a pitch from Zach. That's ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Trondheim team trying to score. They have a runner on third. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here is Zach throwing to the home plate. Swing and a miss. That's for the second strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Marius Hein. He's 0 for 1 in the game. Here is a pitch from Zach. Swing and a miss for the third strike. That's the second out of the inning. That's the strikeout number 5 for Zach in the game. Now at bat we have Torger. Playing shortstop. Here is a pitch from Zach. That's number 2. That's Alexander, who came to the game and sub Nicole. He's now pitching. This is his first at bat. The count is 0 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on third. Here's a pitch. Strike 3 call. The inning is over with no runs, 1 runner left on base. And after 4th inning here at Donestad Stadium, the score is 10-2, Red Sox ahead. We'll come back in a few minutes. We're back to the top of the 5th inning, where we're gonna have Bruno, Zach, and Daniel. The minimum number of batters for this inning facing Alexander, who came in relief last inning. The first pitch, that's a ball, number 1. 1 ball, no strikes in the top of the 5th. Here is a pitch from Alexander. Line drive, that's a single. Bruno reached base with his third hit of the day.
Now batting, number 5, Zach Alcor.
Now we're gonna have Zach Arcon at the home. Zach, who had a walk on his first at bat, a ground ball out to pitcher, and then a line out on the third at bat. So he's 0 for 2 in today's game. Runner on first, Bruno, who has already stolen 3 bases. Alexander. Alexander checking with the second base umpire. There is gonna be a sub for the right fielder, Wilfredo. I don't know exactly what kind of troubles he's having right now, but it seems like he got injured and now coming to the game. It is Ben Atkins. Now he's gonna be playing right field, who was before the DH, and Wilfredo is coming out of the game. He just got in the game, but now he needs to get back. He needs to get out because he got hurt. So we still have Zach at the home plate. The umpire making notes of what the changes were. We have no balls, no strikes. Bruno, he's been really active on the bases today, stealing a number of... Man. No balls, no strikes. Alexander trying to keep Bruno close to the base. He's leading off. He's taking a good lead. Goes to second. Here's a throw to second base. Save. For another stolen base for Bruno. On today's games, he has stolen a total of 4 bases. They have not been able to throw out Bruno on the bases. Now we have a runner in scoring position. No balls, 1 strike. Zach at the home. Here is Alexander. Ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strikes for Zach, who is 0 for 2 on today's game. Here's a pitch. It's a foul ball. Went out of the game. Went out of the... Oh, he got caught.
Now batting, number 6, Daniel Agu.
For strike number 1. Bruno needs to go back to second. We have no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. In the top of the 5th inning. The Red Sox trying to extend the lead. We are close to get to what is called the legal game. That's a buck call on Alexander. The runner on second goes to third. Remember that Alexander got some others bulk cut or called yesterday. Daniel. He has Second strike. 0-2 is a count.0-2. 1 out. Runner on third. Here it is. Alexander goes to the home plate. Line drive to second base. Who caught by Marius. Good play for Marius. Second out. Runner couldn't advance. Still Bruno is on the base, on third base. A nice line drive for Daniel. Now at bat is Mish, who has 2 walks, 1 intentional in the last at bat. He's 0 for 1 in this game. Here is in the top of the 5th. No outs, 2 outs. Here is Alexander throwing the ball, ground ball to third. Well fielded by the third baseman, but he couldn't make a good throw. He passed the first baseman, and now Mish gets to first base,
Now batting number 51.
reaching by an error from the third baseman. One ball, no strikes. Now is hitting Matias, who in his last at-bat got hit by pitch. Here we are 11-2. Here is a pitch from Alexander. Strike 1 in the outside corner. We have 1 ball, 1 strikes, 2 outs for Matias. Matias is 0 for 2 with 1 hit by pitch. Here's the pitch, foul ball. On his at bat at the third inning, he line drive out to second base. Red Sox leading 11-2. Alexander. Here it is a pitch. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Matias. We have a runner on first with 2 outs. Alexander's getting ready. He's set. Goes to the home plate. Ground ball to the center of the field. Alexander couldn't cut it. Hakon get the ball back to the infield with a single, Matias. Now we have runners on first and second. We have Mish running on second, and we have Matias running on first. Alexander is talking to the home plate to talk to the second baseman umpire, or to the umpire on second. And now they are having some discussions. Yeah. Well, there is nothing in that play. Here is Alexander getting ready for the pitch. Being 1 gets to the home plate. Here is a pitch. Strike 1. 0-1. Beat 1. On his last at bat, he had a walk, an RBI. Pop fly. The catcher is calling the ball. He cut the ball for the third out of the inning. Good play for the catcher. For the third out, Alexander got out of the trouble. After 4.5 inning here at Donesta. The Red Sox are now leading 11-2. We're gonna come back for the bottom of the 5th inning after this break. For the Red Sox, Sonny at the home plate. Here's a pitch from Zach. Swing and a miss. Good hack from Sonny, who has been hitting the ball well, but he has not been able to get on base yet. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strikes for Sonny. Here's a pitch from Zach. Line drive that fall between right fielder and center field. That's a single for Sonny, who reaches the first base. Line drive single.
Number 10.
Now we have Torger playing shortstop at bat. He's the hitter number 9 in the lineup. Zach, here is to the home plate. That's a ball. Torger, who in the first at bat at the second inning, he struck out swinging. We have a runner on base. Score 11-2. Trondheim trying to cut the lead. Here is Zach. That goes to the home plate. Swing and a miss. For strike number 1 for Torger. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first. The runner is still in second. There was no throw. Runner on second. Two balls, 1 strike. Torger is hitting. Here is a pitcher, Zach, throwing through the home plate. That's ball number 3. 3 balls, 1 strike for Torger. Zach, who has had 6 strikeouts and 2 walks in the game. Here is a pitch. Foul ball towards the right side. Now we have full count. No outs. Runner on second. Trondheim trying to cut the lead. Here is Zach. He's set. Goes to the home plate. That's high. The runner goes to third. And he's third. He's safe. So runner on first and second. Now the runner is trying to reach second. He's out. Now he's going to home plate. He's safe at the home plate. So it is a walk, and Torgar, it is out trying to get to second base. On the throw to second, Zoni was able to score. One out. Now we are at the beginning of the lineup with Hakon at bat. That's a high. One ball, no strikes. So bunt, go to sack, go to first. That's out. Out number 2. Hakon trying to bunt. Now at bat. It is Ben Atkins who is now playing in the right field. One ball, no strikes for sack. Here is sack. Getting ready. Throws to the home plate. Strike one. One ball, one strike for Ben Atkins. Ben hit a double on the first at bat and fly ball out to center field on the second at bat. So he's 1 for 2. Here is a pitch from Zach. Pop fly to shortstop Nish. He called it. He caught it. 3 outs. The inning is over with a 1-run score by the Trondheim team. After 5 innings, we have Red Sox 11, Hellhounds 3. We'll be back after this break. Victor has swung and missed. We have no balls, 1 strike for Victor. Here is Alexander with a pitch. A little bit inside. 1 ball, 1 strikes. Here is Alexander, who has been pitching well as a reliever. Here is a pitch. Fly ball to second base. Who call it Marius? He cut the ball for out number 1. Now we have Dustin at bat, who has been hot with the bat today. He's 2 for 2 with 4 RBIs. That's ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes for Dustin. Line hit to center field. Line drive hit to the right field in the last at bat. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. That's 1 ball, 1 strike. Here is a pitch from Alexander, foul ball. Dustin called timeout. He's trying to get ready. Get back in the batting box. 1 ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here is Alexander with a pitch. Throw to the home plate. Hit by pitch. That's the second hit by pitch by Dustin in today's game. Now we have runner on first. Andy is at the plate. 1 out. 11-3. The Trondheim team trying to avoid the Bergen White Sox to extend the lead. Now ground ball to third base. Third base dropped the ball. He's reaching first due to error from the third baseman. Now we have Bruno at the home plate with runner on first and second. Bruno. Foul ball, fly to the center field. Hotcon, he called the ball. That's out number 2. Oh man.
Now batting, number 5, Zach Alcor.
Now we have 2 outs. Zach is at the plate. He's in the plate for the 5th time in the game. Now there is gonna be a courtesy runner on first for the catcher. Now we have Bruno running for Andy. Zach, which is a pitcher. We have 2 outs. Runner on second and first. Alexander goes to the home plate. Outside. That's ball number 1. Zach on today's game, he's 0 for 3. He has not. He got. Oh, there is a play on second base. He's safe, Marius. Yeah, he was almost. We remember on the last time that Dustin was on base, he got caught stealing on first base. So Alexander looking at home, throwing to the home plate, foul ball. We have 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Dustin running on second, Bruno running on first. Here it is, Alexander. He's set. Throw to the home, outside. That's 2 balls, 1 strike for Zach. 11-3. White Sox are leading. Here is the pitch. That's high. For ball number 3. We have 3 balls, 1 strikes, 2 outs. Time called by the batter, Zach. 3 balls, 1 strike for Zach, who is looking for his first hit of the day. Here is Alexander. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. That's his second walk of the day for Zach. Now the White Sox has loaded the bases. This is the first walk for Alexander in today's game. Now we have Andy. That's foul ball. We have no balls, one strike for Andy, for Daniel. Daniel Lagoon, who in his last at bat, he got a walk. Here's Alexander, throwing to the home plate, inside. That's 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, bases loaded. Alexander getting ready, throwing to the home plate. Line drive to the center field. 1 run is going to score. The other one is going to score 2. The runner from first is going to go all the way to third, and 2 runs score. Now the game, it is 13-3. Daniel with a line drive single to the center field and 2 RBIs in that play. We have Dustin and Bruno scoring. Bruno was running for Andy. Now we have Mitch at the plate versus Alexander. That's a foul ball. Mitch, in his last at bat in the 5th inning, he reached safe on an error from the third baseman. He's being 0 for 1 in the game. Oh for 2. Swing and a miss. Alexander trying to get out of the inning. 0-2. 2 outs. Here is a pitch. Ball number 1. Throwing to third. The throw goes over the head of the third baseman. The runners are advancing. Zach just score. Daniel goes from first to second. 1 more run score. Now the game is 14-3 in the top of the 6th. The runners advancing on an error, throwing error from the catcher. Now we have Alexander. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Mish. Daniel running on second. Here's a pitch. That's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Was a close pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Mish. Here is Alexander. Goes to the home plate. Outside. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes for Mish. Daniel is running on second. Here we have Alexander. He's ready. Goes to the home plate. Line drive, foul ball to the left side of the field. Remember that after this game, we're going to have the championship game between the Suns and Bolarenga. So here is Alexander going to the home plate. Foul ball. These 2 teams, Trondheim and the White Sox, were second in their respective division in the regular season. And now they're playing here for the 3rd place. Here is a pitch from Alexander. Ground ball to shortstop. The shortstop get the ball, throwing to first. He's safe. He got called safe. That's an infield hit for Mish. Another wrong score. Here is a replay. That was a close call. Since really close, really close. Now we have on the hot play Matthias. Matthias in his last at bat hit a single to the center field. Ground ball to first. He just stepped on the base, out without any assistance. The inning is over. Now we have, after 5.5 inning, 4 runs scored by the Red Sox, extending the lead 15-3. We're gonna be back in few minutes. They have 3 runs. His final score is 15-3. The Red Sox are the third place in the Baseball Elite Series in Norway. Congratulations to the teams. Now stay with us because we are gonna come back for the championship game between the Christiansen Sons and the Vålerenga. The game is scheduled to begin in about 50 minutes. So we'll be back. Stay around. Thank you for your attention. We hope you have enjoyed the game. Thank you.